Okay, fine. So in this video, let's discuss about the monitoring. Okay, so if so we in the in the author section we have uh, seen all the options like pipelines. We have seen data sets. We have seen data flows and Power Query, right? So now we can understand what is a monitor, even though we have seen in the previous videos, right? So monitor will keep track of all the details like what are the pipelines running. Okay, so first I'll go for dashboard. Okay, so under the dashboard, okay, you can see all the pipelines. Okay, so we have run the exactly 9 pipelines. You can see 100% got executed, and even you can check all the in terms of chart. Okay, different charts. Okay, this is for the line. Okay, so this is for a line chart, and this is a pie chart. Okay, so this is what you can see, and even you can just check the time zone. For example, if I want to see last 7 days, okay, I can click OK. So based on the last 7 days, I can see all the graphs over here. Okay, so this is line graph and this is a chart graph. Okay, so here under the activities, okay, can see like we have run the 9 activities and everything got executed 100%, and similarly you can just check the chart here. And this is so for example, if I just go to the some okay, I'll just go to the chart. I click onto the pipelines. Okay, you can see as I click on pipelines, you read the pipeline runs. Okay, so this all the overview of the entire activities or pipelines you can just see in the dashboard. Okay, and under the pipelines you can see these all the pipelines which you have just run. Okay, and under this like you have all the basic options like so we have a pipeline name. Okay, so what is this run start and run end, and its duration of like how long it took, and it is how it triggered. Okay, so it is manual triggered or you have put some custom triggered. Okay, so then status, whether succeed or failure, you can see all got succeeded, and if you have any errors you can just see here. Okay, so then run option, then any parameters. For example, in some pipelines we have run the parameters, but try to expand, you can see this is the parameters which you have just passed to run those pipelines. Okay, so and this is a run id which is a unique, right? So all the options you can just check here. Okay, so if I click on a certain pipeline, okay, so here you can just see again like activity name. Okay, so this is what the activity name and activity types under the activity name. Okay, so we can see the input output, right, unless we have not checked those security check, right, while we are creating the pipelines, right? So this is what the input data, this is output data, right? And here if I just try to expand, okay, so click on this particular option. Okay, so it was basically entire flow. You can just check whatever the data flow I've just created. Okay, and what is the sync and all the details here, right? So let's go to the pipelines. Okay, yeah, so this is what you can see, and about the user properties we have discussed, and you can see the integration runtime what you have chosen, about the error status, duration, and all the things you can just check under the pipelines. Okay, so if you're clicking to the each option here. Okay, so so next so based on the filters again, like you can just very check based on like last 7 days, or if you want to see last 24 hours or last 30 days. Okay, you can just see all the options over here, and the pipeline names. Okay, you can just select based on the pipeline names, and based on succeeded or the pipelines based on the certain options like whether it's still in progress or queued or failed or cancel. You can just select those based on status. Okay, and we have like other filters as well. Okay, can just add those things. Fine. So here we have this is list option. Again, you can we have a one more option called and. Okay, so here you can see the different options. Gantt chart. Okay, so here can see like when we run the other pipelines and all those things. Fine, so this is all about the pipelines, and this is the triggers. Okay, so whatever the triggers we have right now we have not, because we have just run one time triggers, right? So if you have created any triggers, okay, you can see all the triggers over here with the same options here. Okay, like trigger name, trigger type, then status, pipelines. Okay, all the messages you can see. And this is integration runtime. Right now we are just using the default integration runtime, that is auto resolve. We know how to create it, right? So under the manage section. Okay, next is data flow debug. Okay, so whatever the debugs we have done. Okay, so while creating the data debugs, okay, we can just access all those things over here. Okay, so this is all about the monitoring. Okay, so let's see about the matrices and manage section in the next video.